another review. A few sets I've received lately. Got some new stuff from Letshuoer. Got the Letshuoer Australis. It's 15.5mm planar. Also have the still have the Letshuoer S12 Ultra. I've been doing a little comparisons between those, and I've also got the Twistura wood note, and still have the Twistura beta as well. Two flagship dynamics from Twistura. Just yesterday I also got the Soundpeats H3. It's a new hybrid from Soundpeats. It's got a 12mm dynamic driver and 2 balanced armature. I've been testing them for the last day or so. Took them to the gym today. They performed really well. I did EQ them a little bit. In the Soundpeats app, they're very comfortable. I did feel like they needed a little bit of EQ to really just kind of smooth that bass out a little bit. I didn't feel like the bass was quite there, but I did EQ a little bit, and I think it sounds really nice. It absolutely blows away a lot of like the Sony, the Sennheisers that I've heard. They're a much cleaner sounding, more, I'd say, hi-fi almost sounding TWS. The ANC and the everything works really well. It's got a control app that you can set EQ. You can go switch between ANC, transparency, and normal mode. And anyway, yeah, I'll go back to the Letshuoers. These were sent by Letshuoer with thanks to Chi Zhao, who arranged both the Letshuoer Australis and the Twistura wood note. He had them arranged for me, sent them out for review, and I just happened to have the S12 Ultra and the Twistura beta as well, so I've been able to do some comparisons with the Letshuoer Australis and the Letshuoer S12 Ultra. The S12 Ultra is, I'd say, a bit more of a mature sounding planar. It's a little more balanced, a little more smoother detail, not as bassy as the open back design on the Australis. I feel adds to that extra bass that you get from it. They're quite a bassy planar, but the mids and treble are very well balanced. The bass is kind of it's sort of like a V shape kind of a tuning in a way. It's got an elevated bass, and the mids and treble are fairly well balanced. Might be a little bit of a rise in the upper treble, but they're quite well balanced with a bit of a bass boost. The detail in the mids and treble I found on the Australis are a little bit grainier than the S12 Ultra. They're not as smooth, they're not as refined as the S12 Ultra, but I really like the tuning of these. Like especially for genres that are bass heavy, you get more punch, more depth in the sound stage. I think the sound stage is actually a little bit better on these. It's deeper. It's a little bit fuller sounding. I think the imaging is better on the S12 Ultra, but the depth of the sound stage doesn't quite match up with the Australis. They have a wide sound stage, but I feel like they lack a little bit of depth. But like I said, they are a bit smoother in the detail resolution side. Especially you notice it more in the mids. The mids are a bit smoother, a bit more natural. They're not grainy like on the Australis, which I wouldn't call it really grainy, but it is compared to the S12 Ultra. There is a little bit of graininess there, but it's still a really well tuned set. The Twistura wood note, it's a wooden dynamic driver, very organic, very much warmer than the Twistura Beta. I feel like it's more of an organic, smooth, and just an easy listening kind of a signature. It's still got really good detail resolution. It's got pretty good imaging, but the mids and treble also have pretty good detail resolution, but I don't think it's quite as resolving as the Beta. I feel like the Beta is, although the Beta's more of I'd say more of an analytical, as compared to a warm and smooth, like the wood note is. The Beta's, just a little more analytical. I feel like the sound stage is a little better, and the imaging is a little better on the Beta, and I think they really complement each other well. You get like a warmer, engaging and dynamic presentation with the wood note, and you get a little more analytical, a little more resolving presentation with the Beta, and I think they're both really great IMs. I think they're both really worth having if you are looking for two like dynamic driver IMs that really complement each other well. Anyway, getting back onto the Soundpeats H3. Like I said, it's a hybrid. It's a 12mm plus 2 balanced armature, and it did need a little bit of EQ, but not like once I EQ'd the bass a little bit, it really smoothened out the detail a bit. Plus, I kind of bumped the upper treble just a little, and brought down some of the upper mids and treble just a bit. And yeah, they're a really nice set. I think the detail resolution is pretty good for a TWS, and the texture and the timbre of the mids and treble are very nice. It's got pretty good sound stage. It's got decent, like, okay imaging. I'd say without a doubt they're a better value set than a lot of the mainstream, like your Sony and your Sennheisers. I think they're a better value set. Also, I think they sound a lot better than a majority of the mainstream earbuds that I've heard. I've also heard some other Chi-Fi earbuds, like the what was it, Geekfly G3 something. Also, I've heard a set from EPZ. I think it was the S350T Pro. They have a similar IM style shell, but the S350T Pro are quite a bit smaller. They really fit more like an IM should. They've also got more of a universal style of shell, not as big as the H3, but I still find the H3 very comfortable. I did not have a problem with comfort at all. I wore them at the gym. I wore them around town for, I wore them for a good couple of hours, and I didn't experience any discomfort at all. They were very comfortable, and the ANC works really well. With outside noise, it did block out, I'd say, at least 50% of the outside noise. And I also tried tested the transparency mode, works really well. And even on normal mode, it isolates pretty well. Passive isolation's about as good as your average IMs. And in normal mode, it sounds a little more with EQ, a little more like an IM. But when you turn that ANC on, you get a lot more bass, which helps when you're out in public. It does help a lot. I think they're a really good value set, very comfortable, and they just look like super premium, and like even the case is quite nice. But anyway, yeah, that's about all I've got at the moment. I have been doing a majority of the listening on the FIO JM21, and I've also still got the TRN Black Pearl. So yeah, they virtually sound the same anyway. There's really not much difference in sound quality between the both of them. They virtually sound identical. So it's just a matter of kind of what do you call it? Convenience more than anything, or I think I do have maybe some more units on the way. Can't remember quite what they are just yet, but yeah, I hope you did enjoy the little comparisons that I've done for the Australis, the S12 Ultra, the Wood Note, and the Beta. If you're thinking about buying any of those, I think they're all great sets. It kind of just depends on what you're looking for. If you're looking for a warmer set, I'd go with the Wood Note or the Australis. If you're looking for a little more detail oriented, a little cleaner, a little more mature, I'd probably opt for the S12 Ultra or the Beta, or the Twistura Beta. I could really see people owning all four and really enjoying all of them, and because they all really complement each other really well. For for more sort of an engaging, fun kind of bassy signature, the Wood Note and the Australis are both really engaging. Great bass, great kind of a dynamics, really fun sets. And you know, when you feel like switching over to just a little more mature, a little more detail oriented sets, with you know, just a little bit of imaging, a little smoother detail. The S12 Ultra and the Twistura Beta are both excellent sets, and the Twistura Beta's been one of my favourite dynamic driver sets since I've heard it, and the fact that you can also with the Twistura Beta and the Wood Note, you can play with the tuning a bit, because they have tuning nozzles. I've recently put the black tuning nozzle actually on the Twistura Beta, which adds a little more bass and makes them a little bit more fun. But you still get that nice smooth detail. You get really nice bass as well. They're all really enjoyable sets. I've really enjoyed doing comparisons and just listening to them, and the variety that each one has is all really well worth hearing, and really fun comparisons. I've really enjoyed all of them. Anyway, that's about all I've got to say for today. Thanks again for watching.